Welcome, welcome, welcome for another great episode of Let's Talk 1943. I am so excited today. Let me tell you, we have some amazing stuff going down in ENC on August 3rd, but we're going to get into all of that. I just wanted to tell you, once again, thank you for coming into Let's Talk. Thank you for watching your home TV. I appreciate that, and I appreciate my followers. We are over 100,000 strong, so I want to personally say thank you. It's been less than 2 months, and y'all got me over the 100K, so thank you so much for that. But I would like to welcome our special guest today. PAYDERT is in the house, y'all. Woo! Yes. So there's an upcoming movie coming, PAYDERT, all right? So I'm going to start introducing from here. Writer and director James Jones. His first movie was Freedom of NC. He earned 3 film festival achievements, signed a major distribution deal, plus he had his movies in selected theaters. So let's welcome Mr. James Jones to
Glad
Let's
to be
Talk.
here.
Thank you. I can't wait to get into this with you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Right here, this lovely lady right here is the lead supporting actress, Sherida Suggs. She plays Kenya Nobles, the wife and mother in the movie. She has over 25 years of experience in the entertainment industry, a triple threat actress, motivational speaker, and spoken word artist. Plus, she has a passion for singing. And lastly, she is a writer and an editor of poetry and books. Thank you for being here today, Miss Shirley.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, last but not least, Mr. Ruffin.
David.
Last but not least, David C. Pyles Jr., who plays the husband and father, Chris Nobles. David is an actor, producer, a model, a writer, a director, and a content creator. So thank you for gracing our platform, Mr. Pyles Jr. All right, thank y'all. So I'm just gonna dig right in, y'all. Let's get in here, because this movie, let me start with this. I saw the trailer. You put your foot in that trailer.
Oh, man. Thank you.
You put that foot and stomped that trailer. That trailer was amazing. Y'all did a great job. It made you want to find out what's happening here. Yeah. Because some trailers you'd be like, all right, But that one kept your attention, because every time y'all was doing something, I was like, what in the world? You started talking, I was like, what's he talking to? Yeah. And it kind of kept you engaged. So I'm going to ask you, what inspired you to create the PAYDERT first? Okay. And then how did you, the envision of bringing the story to life on screen? So how did all that come to?
Oh, man, to be honest with you, the inspiration that came from a story that happened. I got a chance of watching on 60 Minutes. Of a family basically who moved into this old home, and when it gets into the home, not knowing the history of the home, things begin to start. Things started to happen. So during the time I was working with Freedom of NC, I seen that 60 Minutes episode, and that's what kind of sparked something in me of wanting to write something, tapping into that, wanting to write something pertaining to that situation there. Wow. But just the film itself, it was amazing, and we ready for the people to see it.
I know you are. It's a lot of work, blood, sweat, tears, right, y'all?
Yes,
I know, it's all of that. So, did you have any big challenges doing this movie? And if you did, how you overcome them?
Pertaining to challenges, I think with anything, there's going to be a bit obstacles that comes here and there, or challenges that's willing to stretch you for growth. But I would have to say, dealing with certain actors at times and wanting certain things to be done according to what I see and just trying to stay in on them, and making sure that vision fulfill itself. And a lot of the times, they believe in it, but they don't see it as the visionary.
And that's everywhere, right?
That's everywhere.
That's corporate.
Most definitely.
That's everywhere, because everyone has a vision, and you okay, play your part.
Right.
I already told you what to do. Just do this, and they're like, well, I'm going to add my own little flavor, and I'm going to do. But then sometimes you learn from them too, because there's some things that they bring that you never thought of. So it's kind of like a balancing act, right? You're kind of going to keep it, on point. But yet you got to be a little flexible to add a little here, a little there.
Exactly.
So that comes with the challenges, and you overcome.
Oh
right?
yes, most definitely.
So can you talk about a little bit about the unique creative choices that you made in Pay Dirt? So for example, the soundtrack or any kind of storytelling techniques, anything that you did that was creative choices that you really horn in on?
Just, you know, wanted to make a story that people can, you know, take something from that they can apply to their lives, even if it's with the music piece that we picked out for the scene, if it was certain B-rolls that was being played that I wanted people to really take from, or even down to the concept of what the scene is about, you know. So there's a lot of information that people can use that they will see in this. And, you know, Paydirt will be like a roller coaster. You know, there's some lows
She's like,
and there's some highs. You know, so the whole film itself, honestly, is a masterpiece. You know, one of my best yet. I have to say. I have to say.
You patting yourself on the back already?
I have to say.
Okay.
You know, you got to speak it. You know,
got
so
to. Nobody gonna do it but you, right?
Yes,
Nobody gonna do it but you.
Yes.
So let me ask about character development. So let's say I'm gonna go around. So tell me a little bit about your character in Pay Dirt and what drew you to that role.
Oh my! Well, I definitely played the wife of Chris in the movie, and what drew me to the role was just thinking about what it would take to be a good wife. And I have to say that his wife, she's amazing, and just the support that she has for him, and his being a very hard worker, and other husband and wife teams that I have experienced. He's a very hard worker, and it takes a lot. And being his AD, I see the hard work, but for her, she sees it, she experiences it,
she lives
and
it.
she supports it. She supports it, and so in the film, you know, I wanted to embody that. So that's pretty much what it was, just kind of taking on the role and just thinking about how I would like to be, you know, when I become a wife. So just dealing with the ups, the downs, the, you know, having to be patient but stick with it until the end. So,
all right, I like that. How do you feel when she used your wife as a pillar of how she took this role? That was amazing.
Yes, well, she's always been very highly on my wife and things of that nature. So a lot of times when, not just me, but you know, you look at any man, you know, or any great leader as we seen that has walked this earth, that's still on this earth, you know, what makes a man great is a greater woman.
I'm glad you got that.
And that defines everything.
I'm glad you got that.
That defines everything. So, yeah.
So David, let's get to Mr. David. What was your favorite moment on the set or behind the scenes on Pay Dirt? Let's give me one of your favorites.
Shoot, I can't even count how many fun times we had on this set with them always joking about me.
I know, Mr. Ruffin, I know it's hard.
I know. You know, but I can't. My favorite time would have to be during the scene we shot one time. The first scene when we first met. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. When I first met my on-screen wife, my God, I was like, that right? Thank you, Jesus. No.
You didn't know what you gonna get, right?
I knew.
So I quit.
No, it's just when I first saw her, I just knew that it was gonna be, it was gonna come along real good, and then because I met him already, and this guy right here is phenomenal. Like I'm gonna speak high on him because my favorite time after we get done shooting is always talking to him, and then her, and then Bae Mitchell, especially when we come in here and we talk about different things, and they really pull me out into bettering myself as an actor. So I couldn't have did it without them, and they definitely #1 in my book. You know, so that's that's why every single time is my favorite time.
All right, all right.
Wonderful answer.
Look, he about to run political or something. That's a political answer right there.
Right.
Clean.
I hear you.
It's every moment on the scene was good.
We really have developed a great team and great relationships. We had to, become family in order to make this thing successful.
Right.
So
Yeah, and I saw, talking about family, I saw your cast members, the two younger ones are actually related because their last names are the same. So let's talk about that. So how did you choose your cast?
Well, to be honest with you, I went through various of casts.
talk about challenges.
And
Look, you got about that one, right?
So the people that you see here wasn't the original, ones that I put in those roles at the beginning. And I believe the roles changed out maybe about 2 or 3 times.
Wow.
Before I even got to these.
So it's like starting over and starting over.
Yes, most definitely. When you see it one way, but God see it another.
Yeah, amen.
And I just knew when bringing Chris, David, Miss Sherida, who's playing Kenya, when I brought them together, it was like a automatically click. Everyone got along. The chemistry was good, and it was a team. We was like a powerhouse, Chicago Bulls back in the '90s.
Oh. What do you know about that?
Hey, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was.
So I'll stick to you, Mr. Jones. So, and the core message or the theme of the movie, what do you want the audience to take away?
Identity, because it speaks a lot about identity. Chris goes through, like I said, the ups and downs and understanding who he is as a man. Like there's right now there's a lot of men that we see that's dealing with their young boy that's on the inside that's crying out and really not knowing how to handle those things. So I would have to say, just honestly, my mind just blank.
No,
Mind just blank.
let the woman come in.
Mind just blank.
Come on, go ahead.
There are so many thematical elements in the film that we have all discussed. I mean, identity is number one, but then there's love, marriage, faith, being a good mother, good wife, wonderful stepfather.
Oh yeah.
There's so much that you can just wrap your heart around
when
you watch it. So
Nice.
the emotional roller coaster, that if you really grasp it, it's going to tug at your heart. So there's so many thematical elements in the movie. So you just have to.
Yeah.
And if I can add, it came back to me.
So now you want to say something? Go ahead.
Was basically the core of it, of our ancestors and them not knowing that they're still much alive, right? We have those loved ones that have passed on, those friends, and we always say to ourselves, like, my grandmother's still watching over me.
That's right.
My mother's still watching over me.
Right.
You got to really ask yourself, do you truly believe that? So what this film illustrates and shows you is, this young girl who watches and protects Chris, who plays as his ancestor, So it's a lot that's dibbing dabbing where I said people can really pull from. So it's a beautiful film.
Yeah, and the trailer though, it don't look like that's what
No, I did that. Honestly, I get it because some people.
That's a good twitch. I like that.
That brings a suspense. It's
Right.
And once people see the movie, and then they'll be able to go out and tell, and then it's going to make other people want to see the movie. So
they'll connect.
Yes.
Talking about connection. So the world is 6 degrees from separation, as they said, right? So you have a special guest star that's in your movie, Terrell Hicks.
Terrell Hicks.
And I'm gonna tell you how I connect to her.
Okay.
So I told you I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey. The Hicks is very big in Teaneck. The Hicks is a big family in Teaneck. I went to school with a lot of them. Me and Cha Hicks graduated together.
Oh, wow.
That's their cousin.
Gotcha.
And so when Bronx Tale came out, that was a big thing, It was like, because they all look alike.
Okay.
If you see her, she looks like the rest. All the Hicks look alike.
Yeah.
So Cha, what's up, girl? So they all look alike. But just to see, her coming out her debut movie on that, and then the iconic Belly. Right. That intro has not another intro like Belly. None. Hype Williams did his thing on that intro. He did his thing on the whole movie. Right. But to have her on your movie is a great thing because she brings, I know she brought a lot of like history and knowledge. So tell me how it was to work with Miss Hicks.
It was a good experience. This was my very first time working with someone who's been in the game, this many years, still doing her thing, and just for her willing to be take on this role, because I remember submitting a proposal to her management, and she read the script and they agreed to it.
We reading it like,
and I think one of the main reasons, because she shared with me, was she never have taken on a role. She never took a role on like this. Most of her roles was like urban films and things of that nature, but to do something that has a bit of a period piece to it. She said she always wanted to be in a slavery film. I said, well, you're not going to be a slave. She was like, no, I just want to be a part.
You say you're not going to be a slave.
No, but just to put it out there, so for her to even really consider it, I thought that was something. I've written it, and someone totally stranger reads it and says it's very good, and I want to be a part of it.
You see how God works, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You see how God works.
Didn't take much convincing.
That's what I'm saying, but that's how God, that's divine order, and that is favor. That's how it works. You put in hard work, and a lot of times you don't see it right then. That instant gratification doesn't kick in, and that's sometimes we go, well, obviously it didn't work because it didn't happen when I thought it was going to happen, and you wasn't even thinking about. You said, I'm going to put it in there. And then it comes back like, oh, that was easy, and you just like, where'd that come from? That's the favor that you already deposit those in the bank already.
Yes, ma'am.
And you just got a nice withdrawal.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's amazing. She's an amazing actress.
That's it.
Reaping what he's sown.
Yeah, exactly. He already sown it already. So that is a great thing. Great thing.
It is.
So Sherida, let's talk about, so how was your experience working with the character and working with James as a director and a writer, correct? So how was that experience, and what did you learn? I know you said you learned from his wife, but what did you learn from him day in and day out being on the set?
Leadership. Throughout the journey, the entire journey, I've been growing as a leader as well. So we developed a great relationship just with the every once a week or so, I'll just give him a call just to see how things are going, and then we talk business, talk film, and everything like that. But every time he calls or every time he leaves a message, it's always grand rising. I hope that your day is going well. My day has been going. You know what I'm saying? It's always been positive and upbeat. Even though we know that there are challenges, we know that things go on behind the scenes, but as a leader, he has made it, his business to make sure that he sets a good example for everyone else. And so I definitely embodied that from him. I took that to work with me, and and I'm like, hope you're doing well, and stuff like that. So
it's contagious.
Absolutely. Just having, being a people person all the more. And just being approachable and learning how to talk, how to talk to each other, communicate. Even if we don't see things the same way, we can talk about it. But either way, whatever your decision is, I support it. And so I think that says a lot about just building relationship as a leader and as an AD. So
that was good. I like that.
Yes.
You said you come to the tables. How do you feel about that, David?
I agree 100%. Exactly what she said. Working with this team really showed me a whole lot on a difference between unprofessionalism to professionalism, because I done worked on many sets that was unprofessional. They didn't know how to talk to people. They talk at people. And then working with them, and I observed that. I said, this right here is the true leadership. And it's funny because I just told him today, I said, besides being on a Hallmark movie, I gotta admit, this is my first major film that I've been on, film set that I've been on, because they took the time to discuss it as a team. They don't bring no necessary drama in here at all. They took the time to have a to build a team chat for them, and they discuss it, and then they relay it back to me if they need me to do something, or relay it back to the cast if they need something to do something. So just observing so much from them, I learned a lot about leadership and you know, for my feature endeavors, and I can't thank them enough. Like I said, number one team that I work with, and I plan on working with them some more, hopefully, God willing.
Look, he already put in his resume.
Yeah,
He just put his resume in. He was like, put on tape. I want to work with you again.
Wow.
Isn't that so tell me how you feeling with all of this. That's
man, it's amazing. It's amazing. All I can do is just continue to strive and hope that I can paint that like she said, that leadership, just that mentorship within people, right? You know, it's beyond doing the film. Anyone can come together and put together some type of film, but to really truly care about those that you work around and treat them like family on and off set, that's a totally different thing.
And that shows in the movie. That has to, because you could tell when people are not getting along, people are just acting to act together. You could tell the disconnect.
Right.
You know, you could tell they just saying their words, like they just saying the line, and they move to the next line.
That's it.
Yeah, but you could tell by everything, even like just the touch or hug, you could tell this is like fake. You know. Right.
You know, it's not just a transactional thing. You know, so. We family, and that's how it is.
I just want to add this too, because I probably will see it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this so far has been the first production company that I worked with that will pray before we rehearse, before we film, after if we need, and after we film if we need to. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I know for a fact, if I need to speak to someone, I know they got me. You know, so they always, like you said, treat like family. I don't know if you can go more than family, because I mean they treat me like they really work with me on a whole lot. So I really appreciate
a lot of growth. It seems a lot of growth happened.
A lot of growth.
It seemed like a lot of growth came out of this. It seemed like that it was more development, personal growth too.
Sure.
You know, and that's the thing that you don't get. That's why he put his resume in, because he sees that. A lot of people come to work, cut, go, be back this morning. You know what I'm saying? But when you get something that wants to bring people back to you, that's a good thing. That's good character to you. Ma'am. That shows that you have good character as a man, not just movies and writing and directing, but as a man, you have good character that people want to continue to work with you, and you're actually helping them grow as people.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, the plots, and we're going to talk about that a little bit too, but the plots and things that you bring forward tells you about who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to kind of get in depth and deep into stuff like ancestry and talking about connection and family. We need more of that now.
Most definitely.
Than anything. We got enough of all the other stuff, right? But this is like telling you about family. We need to bring that back. A lot of times we don't have that no more.
True.
You know, so let's talk about the plot a little bit as the plot thickens. I know we can't tell too much because we want to wait till August 3rd. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But give me a little bit of the plot. Y'all could just all kind of just put in your 2 cents in on that one.
You can start off.
Well, it starts off with this man right here. He just wants to prepare a home for his family, and he moves us into this semi-nice house, and he's got a wife over here that's a little bit reluctant.
He's semi-nice.
A little bit reluctant. She wants to be supportive and proud of her husband, but once they move into the house, they just start to see some things that's quite questionable. So during the movie, we're going to get a few answers to those questions. A few answers to those questions, and then I'm going to pass it on to you.
I know you want to give up too much now.
Oh man, but she didn't say it a mouthful, but I would just say, you know, the film itself, the plot speaks about a lot about identity. You know, so for him to become even a greater husband, a greater man, a greater father. You know, he had to identify with him. David had to identify with David within the true identity that he has.
Oh.
You know, so that's
More growth, huh?
where the growth is.
More growth.
So, yeah, David.
So
Ruffin.
unfair because it's so unfair because he basically said what I was about to say. Like, but I just like I can piggyback off of that. Chris, as I embodied Chris in this role, I literally learned that it wasn't, you know, just trying to get this done, be this, and be this. It was all, like he said, all in one, to be a better person, better man, better father figure, better husband. You know, this all boils down to believing in himself, that he can get things done in order, you know, in leadership, as a leader, as a protector, as a provider, because that's how exactly who he was, and this whole entire time when he moved into this house, it's emotional roller coaster because everything is just heavy, and it constantly going and going and going. So that's what I got out of it. It's just believing in himself that he can make things work.
And that's kind of like the divine order we were talking about earlier. Like, and from what I'm hearing, it's kind of like you got into this house for logistic purposes. Oh, it's a nice house. I just want to have my family here. I just want to, and you didn't realize how deep it was gonna go. You know, because it was more of than the house.
True. PAYDERT.
Yeah, it's gonna say pay dirt, right? It's more than the house. So you went in like surface and you came out deep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got that from the trailer. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So let's talk about how does your last movie, Freedom of NC, kind of connects to PAYDERT? Because I heard there was a little connection.
Yeah, there's just a bit of connections in there, besides some of the familiar faces that you will see from Freedom of NC. But you know, Freedom of NC spoke on identity too. You know, so I can't shy away from just identity itself. I mean, when you look at the world we live in, a lot of people is trying to identify with
who they are,
which is something, right? If we're trying to attach ourselves to the publicity or money and whatever, fame, or trying to get the attention, it's trying to identify with something, right? So just learning to identify with self, it just shows that you become so much greater, so much more. And with Freedom of NC coming into this film here, people will be able to see that parallel. So it's like I said, it's just beyond seeing the familiar faces, but you'll see the parallel between those two films.
So what we need to tell everyone that we need you to watch Freedom of NC first.
Most definitely.
So how can they watch that first?
They can definitely check that film out now. It's on Apple TV. It's on Tubi, Vudu, Sling TV, YouTube TV.
You can get it from Walmart too, right?
You can get it from Walmart online, Best Buy online, and Barnes and Nobles.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon, but not Prime.
Okay.
Oh, Amazon.
It was on Amazon where you can purchase it. Yes.
So we got to do that first. So you know how we always got to connect with. You got to go back and look at all the other movies until you go to that one and put the pieces together. So for you to get a deeper understanding of PAYDERT, we want you to go back and watch Freedom of NC, and then we're gonna be able to go in that movie theater and be able to go, oh,
yes, most of yes.
That would be great. So. This is for everyone in the panel here. So what are any upcoming projects or collaborations that we should be looking for?
Oh, well, pertaining to myself, I just do a lot of poetry, spoken word, a lot of motivational speaking. So just look for me on different social media platforms and doing, other films and projects. Just look, you'll see me.
We forgot about something. Something happened to you recently.
Oh, what happened? What? Tell me.
Something amazing happened to you recently.
Tell me, please. You just
know
tell
what
me.
A cap and gown.
Oh, yes. That's my professional. That's my professional life. But yes, I did. I graduated from college with my second master's degree. So
nice.
Congratulations.
And I'll be working at I'm an educator.
Yes.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that side as well. I kind of keep the two separate.
Well, but it's still a development, right?
It is.
And
It's
it's like I just
definitely.
want to celebrate you.
Yeah,
Because a lot of
thank you. I
times
love
we don't
being
celebrate each
celebrated.
other. You know, we kind of just keep going. We keep going. We don't stop
we
and
do.
then
You're
smell the
absolutely-
roses.
gosh, we
So
absolutely
I just want to
right.
make sure I want to say congratulations to you. That's a big
Nice.
accomplishment.
Yes.
All right.
It will pretty much, for right now, this film.
He said, "Look, that's enough.
I'm gonna be honest.
I did the
with
film. That's enough."
Yeah, and I think it goes back with balancing everything. So I'm not those jump from one, and I want this to simmer. I want to make sure that this gets the intention that it needs. Getting out there into many eyes as possible. So me pushing this project beyond is what I'm focused on. Yes.
It takes a lot.
Especially as an independent filmmaker.
Oh yeah.
I don't have Sony.
You got to push this for a minute. You got to
Yeah.
play all your, because that's like, you give birth to the baby. Now you got to feed the baby and nurture the baby and
For the baby to grow.
The baby to grow. So that after you have the
Exactly.
baby, that's cute and all, but now
Yes.
we got the hard work happening.
There you go.
afterwards. See,
Yes,
there you go.
ma'am.
Good analogy, right?
Yes, I love it.
All right, Mr.
Love it.
David.
Like I said earlier, just hope to work with him again.
Jeez. And we didn't learn nothing else from this interview for the last almost 30 minutes. We know that David wants a job again.
I have my own production company now. It's called Nine Journey Media Production. I named it after my daughter.
Okay.
It's not just for me; it's for her, for future.
Yes.
But I have. I'm actually writing scripts for a short. Dealing with called the Enemy, and then I got another full feature movie script that I'm tweaking right now because I'm getting ready to get casting call on that. That's the wrong route. It's a thriller, suspense. Then I got an urban action film and a faith-based action film that I'm writing too.
Oh, we busy.
Yeah.
You sure you can take on another job?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he done left Temptation. He's doing
He
his
let
own
the
thing.
temptation. He let the temptation.
He's doing his own thing.
He said, y'all need me.
He's doing his own thing.
I ain't
Y'all
like
need
that.
me.
I always be not like that. I ain't like that.
So, Tommy.
That's funny.
He said, no. Wait a minute. No, I need a job now. I ain't gonna don't be telling people that lie.
Oh.
So let's give everybody a message. So let's go around the horn. And then what would you like to say to your supporters that are waiting to watch Pay Dirt? And we know August 3rd, so we'll talk about that. So let's do that first, and then we'll close it up with the premiere.
So words of encouragement?
Words of encouragement, or what do you want to tell your supporters that's waiting to see Pay Dirt?
Oh man, August the 3rd, you won't have to wait any longer. Just make sure that you tune in to the Bear Hug Productions homepage to get all of the information needed. Go ahead and purchase your ticket. And once we're sold out, don't worry, we're going to be in other theaters. Just stay tuned. And stay abreast with us. Pass along the information to your family and your friends. It's just so important for us to just get to know who we are on the inside and just really think about our history. So I sincerely encourage you to just stay tuned.
All right.
I would have to say support. Support is what we all look for, and we need our people to come out and definitely support, especially here in Northeastern North Carolina. It's a place it's not really the hub of filmmaking, but we are creating it, right? We're creating that platform, right?
Making history.
So, we need y'all help. We definitely need your help, your support, your push. Anything that you guys are willing to do, definitely let us know. And like I said, the information is up there on social media. Any questions that you guys may have as well. But definitely come out. Let's fill those seats up and show people that, hey, right here in Eastern North Carolina, it's going to be the next big Hollywood.
Become a part of this. Become a part of the Bear Hug family.
Yeah.
I'd like to go ahead and say, just continue pushing with your dreams. No matter what anybody say, no matter what anybody do to you, you continue to push, because honestly, a lot of times we deal with so much in our life that could tear us down, or we allow it to tear it down.
That's correct.
But to everybody, just words of encouragement, keep pushing. I mean, this right here alone shows you that as Black filmmakers and Black actors and actresses and many more in the entertainment business, we can make a change if we stick together and work together. And as far as the premiere, you have the wait is no longer you don't have to wait no longer. August 3rd is definitely coming. It's coming to the theater here in Greenville, North Carolina. Please come out and support. Tell your friends, your family, and yes, you're gonna see it in other theaters. Trust me and believe that it's gonna happen. And just can't wait for you to come out.
Yeah, and so I would like to say, you know, I just want to put my little 2 cents in. So since I've been sitting here with these beautiful people and talking about this movie and the blood, sweat, and tears and the love that's been put into this, and, you know, Eastern North Carolina, we always asking for stuff. We always asking to have things so we don't have to travel to Raleigh. We don't have to travel here. We don't have to go there. And then you get stuff, and then we need to support it so you can continue to keep coming. So we really need to support this movie, and it's not just entertainment. It's going to teach you something. It's going to give you a life lesson. You know, God is in this, you know. So we need to definitely come out and support, and August 3rd is going to be a great day for you to do that on. So let's get into that. So August 3rd, tell us the big day. What's going on August 3rd?
We have so much in line that day.
Yeah.
So we have some music, we got DJ, we got red carpet, we're going to be dressed all formally. Yes.
Well, just, you know, creating a place or just creating that platform that people here in this area is not known to see.
There you go.
Right? So we go to, like you mentioned, you know, you have to go to Raleigh to see this, or you have to go to Raleigh to experience this, or whatever other city, right? You know, I feel that with creating certain events or creating certain things and supporting each other, we can do it right here.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. And it's not so much of, because I always was told, you know, go chase after that dream. Go chase after it. And sometimes I did that. You know, I've done it 4 years. I lived in Atlanta. You know, 2014 into 2017. But sometimes when God has you in a place, regardless if no one knows about it or not, sometimes it's not so much of me chasing for the dream, it's the dream that's going to be chasing after you as long as you fulfill those things. So I want to be able to give people hope, dream again, believe again. You can become a filmmaker, beautician, doctor, electrician, whatever you want to do. But just seeing the work that's being put into this and seeing that it can happen. Oh, they did it, so I can do it too.
And you could do it too. And that's what we need to see here. And, you know, you hit it on the head when you said that. You don't have to chase. Because someone chased the Atlanta dream, right? Someone was the one that, Atlanta wasn't like that. I used to live there. It wasn't like that. Atlanta just started doing this maybe 10, 15 years ago. So, but someone said, hey, we got a talent here in Atlanta, so let's do it here. So they did that part. So now you're doing your part here in ENC and say, hey, there's talent right here. Y'all have a whole array of talent here in North Carolina that's going to be exposed on August 3rd.
There you go.
All right? August 3rd. So we need to come out and support these people, because we always want to continue to have growth and to have people to do these amazing things. And let me tell you something, being in this media, it's not easy. This is not an easy thing. It's very hard to put a production together, getting funding, getting the actors, getting the background people. It's not like you just take a camera and say, okay, start talking. It's a lot. You have a lot of production, pre-production, post-production. You have meetings, you got readings, it's a lot into this. So, you know, let's give them their flowers, because they did a lot. And this movie is not no little, boo-boo back there. You got a little camera running around the backyard. This is actually a real production, and I would recommend you to go see the trailer on PAYDERT. Is on YouTube. PAYDERT. All right, so it's PAYDERT.
That's it.
Look it up on YouTube. That's all you have to put in there. You can put in there, either put that or put that in 2024, and the trailer comes straight up. You don't have to search for it. Just click on it. It's only 3 minutes, a couple seconds, and I'm telling you, you're gonna be at August 3rd. You're gonna be there when you see that trailer. You're gonna be there. I guarantee you that.
Absolutely. Or look on any of our social media pages. Mine is She, James Jones, David
Then you can see Pyles Jr.
You know, I was about to say Ruffin when he said I'm not you. I was going to say, you not telling people my name is Ruffin. I'm trying to make it in this industry. People be trying to follow me, so I'll be Ruffin.
It's his movie.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
But you have so much coming up, so everybody gonna know Pyles Jr. in a minute. Everybody gonna
They will know his name.
Definitely, you're gonna know his name. And
Yeah.
talking about names, I want to ask you this: where did Nobles come from?
Nobles. Nobles came. Well, Nobles is pretty much is embedded in my family. So my grandmother, she's a Jenkins now, but she was a Nobles. You know, that's her maiden name. She's a Nobles. So I like to use certain things, even if it was Freedom of NC. A lot of the names or some of the characters came from my actual family, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's where the Nobles actually kind of took that name from my own family.
Oh, so I see where we connected because I'm in media because I'm a Nobles.
See? Yeah. Wow. We may have some.
My mother's a Nobles.
Your mother's a Nobles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, she is.
Wow.
When I saw that, I said, wait a minute, that's an ENC thing. So I said it had to be some connection with her name. That's why I said I had to ask you about Nobles. That's my mother.
What else is in that lineage?
Well, where is she located? Where's your grandmother?
My grandmother, she was born here, but recently she...
Like where? In the area? What area?
Pitt County.
That's why my grandmother's from Pitt County.
Oh,
They got to be.
Yeah. That's why I said, wait a minute. All right, so let's see how that rolls. See how
We're
that
gonna see
connection, how that good. We're going to figure that out.
We're going to figure that out.
But next time I'm going to say, yo, cuz.
There you
next
go.
Next time I'm going to say to you,
oh,
yo,
yeah.
cuz.
Right,
like, where's David Ruffin at, cuz? I was like, I knew there was a connection with that Nobles. I knew it. I said, I'm telling you, it has to be something. So let's let everyone know August 3rd where to go and how to get tickets.
Well, August 3rd is the film is going to be premiered at the Golden Ticket Cinema.
And that's one of the newest ones here in Greenville.
Yes.
That used to be a Grand.
It used to be Regal Grande. Yep, Regal Grande. It's in the same location, but it's now owned by Golden Ticket. So same location. If you guys was there at the premiere for Freedom of NC, same spot.
Same spot.
Red carpet begins at 5.
Yep.
Red carpet's from 5 to 7, and the premiere itself is at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And then they tickets, how's that? Just go to like...
You can go to the website at www.bhproductions.com. And up there you will see a tab that has showings. Click the showings and it will direct you right there to how to purchase.
Now, are they able to go to the movie theater and get the tickets there?
Well,
some people probably, if they don't get this, they may go to the movie theater.
I like to go and let people know to purchase your tickets now because those tickets will not probably be guaranteed.
Okay, got
just because it's limited seating.
Limited seating because it's a premiere.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear that, right?
Sell out, so go ahead and get your tickets today.
Yep.
Go ahead and get it today so that you can have a seat at the theater and not only see the movie but become a part of it, become a part of the movement.
That's it. That's it.
So let me just translate that for non-movie people. So when you have premieres, they have limited seating in premieres, right? So because they have certain people that's coming and all this, they got to save seats for this and that. So if you want to be there, you can't just do like hey, let's go to the movies. No, it's not like that. It's a premiere, so you have to do it in advance. So get your tickets in advance because you need to be head counted. They need to know who's coming, whatever, because they have other people are coming to be a part of this night. So we want you to be there. So for you to be there, you got to go buy your tickets in advance. So you already say one more time how to get your tickets.
You go to the website, the Bear Huts Production. That's bhproductions.com, and there would be a tab called Showing. Click Showing, and it will direct you right there to the tickets.
I would like to thank each and one of y'all being here today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I am blessed and humbled that y'all came here. And I'm just blessed because I know this movie is going to really make some marks. It's going to really do some things. And just not in ENC. I'm praying that God's going to bring this movie out of ENC to the nation.
I receive that.
I really believe this. And I know that people like me and others are going to be definitely supporting you all the way through. And this is how God divine orders stuff, right?
That's it.
We'll never never thought in a million years I would saw y'all in this little place overhearing a conversation that David had. I was all in his business. You know that, right? Because I heard him say, I said, wait a minute.
Wait,
Oh,
right.
you want to be on my show? That's what you said. He was like, what? Who are you? So, and come to find out that I knew you and everything that worked together. Now that's my cousin. See how that works out?
Hey.
Being nosy, already knew her, my cousin. Didn't know how this all gonna work out. But I want to thank y'all again for being here. I truly appreciate it. And like I said, thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for helping me grow. And I do not take that for granted. God be the glory. So thank you so much. And so next time, like I always say, God bless you and be blessed. Have a good one.